And a very good evening, everybody. I'm John Cole. Busy Tuesday. Coyote boys soccer team looking to pick up their second win of the season tonight at home against Mandan St. Mary's. Let's go to Legends Field and see if they pulled it off. First half, Braves on the attack. Caden Wanda to Logan Hurts, but Tristan Boots is going to slide over and cut him off. He had a great game. Braves again. Liam Gardner is going to belt one, and once again, Boots is there to keep the shutout going. 0-0. The Braves, Zach Weller with the header, but the junior Boots with a great save, keeping the Coyotes in the game. Coyotes on the attack. It is Angel Barvella. He can't quite get it to go, can't hang on. So 0-0 at that point. They would play to a 1-1 tie. So Coyotes going in the right direction. A win over Jamestown on Saturday and a 1-1 tie to Mandan St. Mary's at home on a rainy night. So good going, guys. You hung in there. Coyote girls volleyball team in the capital city tonight trying to score a WDA win over the preseason favorite Century. Let's see how it went. They're big up front. Williston's going to come through, though. Chloe Stundall with the kill. Coyotes up 2-0. Then the Pats length. Front line gets them going. Candice Kostelecki, no one shall pass the block, gets this one in. Century grabs the lead at 6-4. And then once again, Alexis Heinley is going to come up with a block. And then another one by Abby Forsland. So they're big up front of those Century Pats. Another point for the home team. They go out to shut out the Coyotes in the WDA opener 3-0 in the capital city. So the Pats a win there. Trinity Christian had a good outing at the Stanley Labor Day cross-country meet. They won at 65. Bottineau 87. Delax Burlington, the Lakers 96. Kildare, the Cowboys 97. Kenmare Bullbells 108. The Crusaders, 4 runners in the top 12, and that wrapped it up for them. The top runner was Benjamin Crosby. He's having a good year, 18.26. So good going to Brian Eater's crew. Coyotes are doing well in girls golf. They were here in Williston on Thursday at Eagle Ridge. In Dickinson today, Mandan wins it again. They're having a good year, 332. Then North, 340. Minot third, 362. There's the Coyotes, tied for fourth with St. Mary's, 366. Of course, to get the state, you got to finish in the top 6, so that's the goal. Watford City 402. Your medalist was Isabel Hale out of Mandan. She's having a good season, 74. And Callie Larson, once again, leading the Coyotes with an 82. Now, the Coyote cross-country programs will host the Clint Chamberlain Invitational on Friday at the Muni at 11 a.m., and they will also host the WDA come October 11th. 2 home meets for these hard-working Coyote runners and their loyal fans.
For Coyote fans, you got the WDA here, you got the Clint Chamberlain Invitational. That's 2 home meets. That's terrific.
Yes, I can't wait to have our 2 meets. Just so even just to have like less travel on these guys. We travel so much, being over here in the western side and up in the northwest. So it's nice to have a couple home meets where these guys can sleep in their own bed and not have to travel and be in their own backyard to run really well.
So true. Once again, that's Friday at 11 a.m. The Minnesota Twins, what are we going to do with them, right? They take out the Padres, win a series, and then drop 2 to the White Sox tonight. Not good, 12-3. White Sox pounded out 13 hits, and Andrew Benintendi, who helped the Red Sox win a world championship, had 2 home runs. UND had a good debut under Eric Schmidt. Good effort, but they fell to National Power. Kansas State 38-35 and a tight one on Saturday, the home opener against the Vikings from Portland State. Usually they're pretty tough. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Time for us to take a timeout on First News at 10.